do that safely.
Woo. Oh boy, she dangling.
Charles was like, I'm gonna put this on a mini bike.
On today's episode, we're building out the shop.
We are finally beginning to build out our brand new 2,400 square foot workshop. We are taking it from this dimly lit, unorganized mess to this. It's not yet done, but we have lifts, we have light, and we have organization. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this episode of us building out our dream shop. We're starting off by building our vertical mini bike storage system using Ike's old forklift we got running in a previous episode and these pre-owned pallet racks I just picked up. All right, well, as you can see, the racks are set up and our mini bike display is already looking really, really cool. So, unfortunately, the freebie forklift that Ike is lending Cars and Cameras does not lift high enough to get projects onto the top shelf. So today, one of Charles's projects is going to be making an adapter, a light-duty adapter, to basically give us another 1.5 feet or so of lift on our forklift. So we're going to go check in with him. He's going to be building that out, and then we're going to stack these better. And this Friday, the electrician is coming in to start hanging our lights. And once we get more of this floor space cleared up over here with these mini bikes on our shelves, we can start better setting up our new stuff from our awesome new sponsor, Bend Pack. Ike has been working directly with Charles on this one, so I'm not really sure how it's going to go together. So what do you got, bud?
I got to call him and make sure, because we had an idea that there was going to be like a... All right, so everybody knows what Crocs are, and you know how you switch them from two-wheel drive to four-wheel drive. The little heel thing?
Yep.
He wanted one of those back here, but not round, but square. So the fork would go to the top and would go all the way. I'm not going to slide it because of noise, and then when you would put weight on it, it would lock back here. These sides aren't tall enough.
Oh.
So I've cut some pieces to go on the bottom to make this. And I got a good lip on the edge so I can get a good weld on there. So that way these forks can slide in here, and I gotta cut this in half, of course. But
okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna call him and make sure that's okay, unless he has another plan. But
that sounds good, man.
This is gonna work. I mean, I don't need to bother him. He's already he's got a water leak on his truck and he's trying to drive it here.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah. Well, and this is only for our lightest projects on that top shelf too, so.
Yeah, we won't be riding this up there or anything.
No, it'll be fine.
As you know, this was laying on our fork. It needs to be cut in half still, but I'm gonna try and give y'all some visualization. I hope I said that word right.
Yeah.
Cut it right there, and then, so the forks are gonna slide in from this end, and I'm gonna gusset this in. Pretend those aren't there. This is one. We're doing one at a time here. All right, so we've got this piece that's going to be on the fork. Then this is our riser, and then this is going to be the part that goes into the pallet. These are our new forks.
Yep.
And this is going to give us our height difference to allow us to get to that top shelf. Because I mean, the T4 needs to be the top shelf.
It's top shelf project.
It is top shelf go-kart. So I mean, that's why it's a T4.
Exactly. So, yep. Obviously very light duty, but it should work for us, man. Yeah,
we're going to use some sort of gusset from here to here because, of course, I need this space to go towards the shelf, unfortunately. That's why we're going, 2 mini bikes at a time. No rider, of course, so
it'll be fine.
Nothing big.
All right. Charles finished up our fork extenders and they look good, man.
Yeah, thank you.
So let's test it out.
All right.
We're gonna be putting our Tillotson T4 racing go-kart
That's perfect.
up on the top rack.
Yeah.
All right. First test. Do I need to tilt it all or it looks good?
It looks really level. I mean, if you want to tilt it up a little bit, yep, okay.
There we go.
Just so the edge clears it.
All right, here we go.
Oh man.
It's cool, man. I gotta pay attention.
Top shelf.
Got self covered already, man. Woo, that's high. Good job.
I need a ladder to get the shot. There we go. Oh.
Hey,
Perfect.
look at that.
Good job.
That's cool, man. Good job, Charles.
Well, it worked. All right, just watch baby. Yeah, we don't want to hit baby. All right.
Cool. Well, that's one down.
We'll put all the parts up on another pallet.
Yep.
Put it in front of it.
Put it next to it or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's figure out what's next and fill up these pallets, and then we can figure out our lift situation. Good morning. It's another day out here working on the new shop. We got our racks almost completely filled up. It's looking really, really cool. Charles and Ike are working on putting together a heater because it got cold last night. Very, very cold. So today we're going to be hanging our drag rail from the rafters up here. And we're probably going to be setting up our new 4-post lift in the corner here, as well as maybe our motorcycle and ATV lift. Just a few more days and the electrician should be here. We should have lights and maybe one working lift.
So we're gonna hang the drag rail from the ceiling. And how are we gonna do that? Safely, with this scaffolding. Now this is gonna make the drag rail look really cool, I think. I think the shop is gonna look really cool with this drag rail, bam, right
It's
in
the
your
Cars and Cameras chandelier.
Well, that or it's got the moon tune 24/7.
Right. So, whoa, yeah, the scaffolding, we're going to be using the scaffolding a lot in future shop builds.
Oh yeah.
So, might as well go ahead and put it together now and use it for the drag rail. Oh, great idea, man. Sweet. Do what?
This is how I got the mini bikes up. You can tell I work no construction worker.
There we go.
Where'd you get a leprechaun flute?
Oh man, it's been handed down from generation to generation for thousands of years from my grandfather, and they're gonna make me feel safe up high here. All right, so we've got to get the rail up now. So the idea is we're gonna use the forklift to go underneath the rail, lift it up to this beam right here. Then we're going to use, while the forklift is holding the rail up, we're going to use the scaffolding on the other side to operate some come-alongs, so we can go ahead and lift up the rail all the way up to that beam and get it nice and out of the way.
Don't try this at home.
Definitely not.
It is starting to look really cool in here. Let's see, as soon as you walk in the door, bam. Cadillac, Go Power Sports, bend pack, drag rail. What? Wall of projects. Pretty cool.
Hey, Charles.
Yes.
I feel like you can slowly let down on that lever.
I don't know how.
I got it, boys. You ready?
Yeah.
Woo. Oh boy, she dangling.
Oh, it's
Is it good?
it's good. It's like a pair of dice on the rear view mirror. It's hanging. Yeah.
Like a hair and a biscuit?
My mom hates that joke.
You gonna be all right to work underneath this thing?
Oh man, I worked under cars for 9 years on lifts, and sometimes there'd be 3 arms holding it. I'm not worried about it.
I'm all right working underneath this thing.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
It'll be watching over us.
That's right.
It's our guardian angel.
I mean that
Guardian
the chain's overkill, and we got grade 8 bolts holding it.
It'll be fine.
Now that we've cleared up some more floor space, we're gonna start hanging some lights in this new shop, which I'm super excited about. Which brings us to one of our new sponsors, Hyperlite. Hyperlite sent us 12 of their LED high bay lights. They're 200 watts and they're 4000K color temperature, and they should light up this shop great. In fact, we just have 2 of them plugged in right now pointing at the walls, and that's all the light we have in here right now. Otherwise, it would be pitch black. So once we get these hung and plugged in, they should be nice and bright, and we can test them out. So let's unbox these puppies and start hanging some lights.
Let's see what we have.
All right. Comes in a nice box with some instructions and even a nice piece so we can hang it from our purlins, I think they're called.
Channel. I don't know. Cross braces.
Yeah, and the nice thing is that it has a plug, so where you can just plug it right into an outlet if you want. That's how we have ours right now. So, here we go. Here's the meat. Look at that bad boy. Look at all them LEDs.
That's a lot of LEDs, dude.
Charles was like, I'm going to put this on a mini bike.
That'd be funny.
Yep. So, Ike, I'm going to hand this off to you in the scaffolding, and we can start hanging these bad boys.
Sounds good.
But if you want to check out some of these for yourselves, we have a coupon code that you can check out, or you can look at them at a link in the description of today's episode. Again, big thank you to Hyperlite. I'm looking forward to seeing what these things look like.
All right, boys. So we only have half of them plugged in because
It's pretty janky.
it's pretty darn janky.
It's real janky.
So I'm gonna close this and we can see what it looks like before and after. Goodbye, light.
Man, it got dark.
It got dark.
All right, this is what I've always wanted to do. The Clark Griswold.
Well, there was a lot of sparks. Oh, wow.
That's pretty good, boys.
She's a beaut, Clark.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Boys,
We're moving up in the world. Hey, put her there.
put her there. Woo!
I just air five both of y'all.
Sweet. That's pretty good.
I think we need to leave all of that up for the electrician so he can see the brilliance.
Oh, he's gonna love it.
Wow, this is pretty lit up.
Just tell him this is what a cheaper guy would do.
Yeah.
So we can get this wired up on banks. Like you can have like bank 1, bank 2, bank 3, or you can have bank 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, there's no sense in running all these lights
Yeah,
all the time. Because
Yeah.
I mean, when I would work at night, I would seriously just run the one bank over my toolboxes.
Yeah.
And that was plenty.
So you need to figure out if you want to do a 3 bank or a 4 bank.
All right, so fast forward a couple days, and we have a 4-post lift about 85% installed, as well as this really, really cool ATV and motorcycle lift, which I'm sure is going to get turned into a fab table as well. This stuff is like commercial grade. It is super, super heavy duty. The motorcycle lift is awesome. It's really heavy duty, but it's also on casters, which is really nice.
Yeah, good news, if this YouTube thing takes a poo-poo, we could just open up a shop.
Exactly. Exactly.
Gonna have to break Ike out of retirement.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm retired too.
Yeah. Get both of you guys out of retirement. So the hydraulic fluid is about filled and we're ready to test this thing. The electrician was here today. They did half the lights and they did a temporary for the 4-post here. So let's test it. Here we go.
It's gotta get primed up.
Yeah, fluid, I imagine. Can you look under there or look at the...
Yeah. Oh, there it goes. Hold on. We got some tension.
Oh, it's moving.
It's going up. Hold on, let's see.
Ah,
Let's
watch
see.
them toes, buddy. We gotta adjust it.
Oh, that's okay. That's the airlocks.
Yeah.
Whoa.
We got tension. You want to try to go down?
Yeah. Let me get out of here.
So you can hear the locks clicking at not the same time. We got to adjust that, but it's got to have to get maneuvered just a little bit more before it permanently gets bolted into the ground, which we looked it up. It's safe to stack cars if it's not bolted onto the ground too. Yeah, we got to fix that. All right, let's check our air system. That's a good sound.
All 4 of those are dialed.
It's very slow because there's no weight on it.
If you can't see on camera, it's going down. Don't worry.
Yeah, ever so slowly.
Wait till we get the heavy Chevy on there.
Yeah.
Cut this way some, not, no.
The other way.
Yeah. Alright, great. Alright. That's
We on here?
we are on.
Sweet. This is a big lift.
Skinny car.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not much room on either side under those wheels.
Well, thank you everybody for tuning in to episode 1 of building out our new workspace. It's very, very exciting. Thank you all for tuning in. Leave a thumbs up if you're looking forward to the next episode. In the next episode, we should be building a 2nd floor loft with like a machine shop area underneath and office space up top. Should be really cool because when you raise the car, you should be able to see the car and the drag rail from the hangout space up above. So subscribe to Cars and Cameras to catch that next episode. Big shout out to BendPack for being one of our new sponsors and for helping us furnish the shop. Also, big shout out to Hyperlite for being our other new sponsor. You can check out the lights at a link in the description of this episode, as well as get yourself a coupon code if you like our LED high bay lights that they sent us. Anyway, thanks again for watching, guys, and we will catch you next time.